You think somebody that's homophobic would try to knock me off the back of the garbage truck today for wearing this? God damn. I just ate some scrambled eggs with this shit. I'm sweating, see? Plus, I put Vaseline on. I try to take a couple pulls of the cigarette to help with the. It's not gonna help with my breathing, but it'll help with the shit being too spicy. I think I need to find a new spot for these begonias. God damn. It's hot. Ghost pepper. Look at it. It's very. It says very hot. It's not even at the top. Whew. She was scarlet begonias. I knew right away she was not like other girls. Right, because the next YouTube I have is not gonna be somebody else's fucking phone number to verify. Alright? We get the stalkerazzi no matter what though. Alright? I got this to bring with me maybe, which is probably a better choice than this shit. But this shit is cheaper. Right? I don't got fucking money. Even with a better job. It's like you gotta wait to get paid, right? You know, they don't just give you a week's pay to get to work and pay for the gas and everything, right? Sounds like a slave to me. Regardless of it, we all agree in the contract, basically, right? I put my information on the W-4 form, the W-2 form, whatever, right? He needs a worker. I'm willing to work. What am I going to try to subvert his fucking business? It's nonsense. That's nonsense. Try to get me fired or something like that. Right? Ooh, he's an offensive human being. He doesn't care about the words he uses. It's like I do care about the words, but you don't care about the context. Maybe not the one person watching, but you know what I mean. In general, they, whoever they are, you, me, because some things that I care about, they don't give a fuck about, you know? They don't care what offends me. Even though I'm trying to worry about what offends a kid. Alright, when I see a kid, a little child around, when I'm not like, you know, when I'm aware that a little child is around, old enough that they need the parent around, you know, or they have to get force fed the parent's ideology, no matter what, because that's just what they imitate what they're around, right? I try to cup the cigarette, so then, like, you know, because I remember when I was young, seeing somebody smoke the cigarette, it looked cool, right? The smoke coming out of the mouth. I thought something was fucking cool about it. For whatever reason, you know? Right? I could sit there being a little crybaby, blaming my mother, like, right? But she'll say that the doctor told her not to fully quit, which, like, whatever, you know, back in the 80s. I could believe that. I don't be blaming anybody for shit, right? That's her choice, right? Whatever God questions her with at the end of her life, just like anybody, just like my father, just like me, right? Maybe God didn't accept my answer and he sent me back here to fucking prove myself for something. How do I know? Because it felt like I died a bunch of times. Right? From drugs. Trying to be too open-minded with life, accepting too much nonsense in my life. You know, holding the fucking purse for the girl, taking her to the movies. Right? I don't blame her for being how she is. Right? I trusted her. I did believe the woman. Why do I have to believe all women? What? There's no bad women out there that want to subvert societies? Right? Marie Antoinette was a good leader. If Marie Antoinette was a good leader, she'd still have her fucking head attached. Right? Just like if Julius Caesar was a good leader, his boy probably wouldn't have fucking stabbed him in the side. Right? Unless it's a conspiracy, unless they want to take out the good guy that's willing to share his wealth. Like his daddy gave him wealth and he's willing to spread it around. But maybe he's smart enough to keep some for himself to invest so he could keep some money and still be productive for people that don't have as much. Right? Because not all rich people are bad. Tax the rich, tax the rich. People that work on the books, you don't think they get taxed? Look at your paycheck when you get it. How much do you get taxed? So if somebody who makes more money than you on the books, how much do you think they're getting taxed? Not all rich people are bad. They bring jobs. They bring productivity. Right? To be a productive member of society instead of just somebody that wants to rob the old lady because she don't have me around. Like if my mother didn't have me around, right? Maybe somebody cases her and they try to break in at night, right? Because I remember one day the miscreants are parked outside the house and then I pull up, right? They're like parked in between the two houses on the street, you know, where the yard is, where the bush is. And then they see me pulling. How do I know? Maybe they don't like the American flag and they want to vandalize it. I don't know what their plan is. It could be something innocent and vandalism, or it could be something sinister and like, you know, like in the movies, to spare you of gory details. You know what I mean? Because that's how they condition us, to think everybody's out to get me. But that's why I don't care about the stalking as much as other people. I'm not going to sit here thinking every single person is one of them until, like, it could be one of them and they do me dirty. Right? How the fuck do I know what their purpose is? I'm not aware of the full scope of that picture. And I don't think I'm supposed to be aware of it. I'm just aware of the coincidence. It's just a coincidence, right? The shit that pisses me off is the people that are like, it's just a coincidence. It's not that I think everybody's out to get me. I think there's like a fucking psyop going on in the country, and the corporations are funding it, right? Because the government, the mind control, knows that the people are not having as much mind control anymore. Because the stories ain't making as much sense as when you're a fucking child and they gotta drill it in your head all day like a catcher's mitt, so you could break it in before the guy throws the ball in it, you know? Right? It doesn't make sense to anybody else? Do these metaphors even... Like, it's not like I'm trying to tell you that's what it is, but I'm trying to figure it out for myself. If somebody agrees or disagrees, that's on them. Of course I agree with myself. If I sat around saying shit I don't agree with all day, that means I'm actually bipolar. Not the video of me being thankful to God and then the little bullshit in front of me, stop and go bullshit all the time, like I'm still living in the 5 boroughs. Right? They laugh. But then when the handler gives them a signal with the different color lights, then they start driving normal. Because they probably don't know I got a fucking phone up. Right? They probably don't know I'm getting more attached to the beast again a little bit. Because I have to. If I want to be a part of society, everybody else is on these screen too, right? Right? If I want to call you for a job, I have to have this shit in my pocket, right? At least. Right? Maybe I'm just talking shit, you know? Maybe I don't know nothing. Maybe. Fucking doubt it. I really doubted that I don't know nothing, right? Yo no sé nada, right? I don't know nothing. If I don't know anything, I wouldn't know how to say yo no sé nada. If I don't know anything, I wouldn't know that I don't know anything is the proper way to say. Right? It's just easier for me because I grew up in the fucking... Like, you know, it was a different Staten Island than what my mom had growing up. Right? It was like turning into Little Brooklyn. And then when I was telling everybody that they're going to turn Brooklyn into Little Manhattan and Staten into Little Brooklyn, oh, that'll never happen here. Just like all this fake flu shit. I was watching all the foodie channels of them putting the mask on, telling you to be afraid, all the lockdowns, putting up the towers. Right? And that'll never happen here. And then they'll argue with you about how long these fucking towers have been up. They'll sit there arguing with you like 5G existed before 4G. Really? That tower been there, they just use it. No, they put up a new tower to surveil you. It's not anything as sinister as that. It's like it's to know where you're at. They're using the frequency to bounce off your device to know where the fuck you're at. And then they do predictions of where you're gonna be. Like if I don't have a phone, I had it on airplane mode and they were doing that shit to me. What is it, an implant? And then when I fuck with it, right? Whatever the fuck it is, I have no idea. I don't want to sound crazy. I don't want anybody to put me in a fucking mental asylum and tell me, you need pill, you need pill. What, so my dick don't work again? Right, what, don't drink raw milk? Right, don't do that. Don't put the raw milk in your coffee. It's going to hurt you. It's like, yeah, but I like it. There's plenty of things everybody else does, everybody else be doing that they like, that's going to hurt them. Right? People love driving fast on the highway around the turn, but if they crash, they're going to fucking die. Right? There's laws preventing a bunch of things, and people still fucking do it. You think telling somebody not to have a gun is going to prevent another motherfucker that don't listen to laws from getting one and shooting somebody else if they want to hurt an innocent person or whatever it is. They feel like they need one because their area is bad. You know, the cops don't protect them. You can't blame them. You cannot blame them for wanting to walk around with a gun because they know the threat is imminent. It's a fucking battle from within. The battle is not of flesh and blood, right? It's against the principalities of darkness.